It's time for a long-awaited what in the world is going on with my collection. Huge Black Friday sale on Sleeve Chief is actually beginning tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you use discount code MCO40, you're going to get the chance to save huge on all of their products. But don't wait. You know that Pot of Prosperity deck box you've been staring at here for a couple seconds? Well, this is one of the new things you're going to get the chance to get. The inside is absolutely gorgeous, and it comes with 3 dividers as well. So I'll leave a link down below so you guys can get ready to see what insanity is going to come with that. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more Oz content. So what in the world have I been collecting? I gotta reach over here and grab a couple things. So yes, we did a bad thing. We picked up another verse. Honestly, they hit the $400 range, and you know me, I've been collecting all of the YCS prize cards for a little while. I do not have the new one yet. I'm going to wait until next year post Nationals, because I think that the card is too much money. Realistically, for a vanilla monster that does nothing, you should not be spending, more than $400 on it. But you do typically gotta wait for circulation and things to kind of take hold for that in order to get that better price point. All right, like, it's just how it is. Now, I've been also dabbling in a little bit more of the sealed market. This is actually one of the things, I picked this up a while back. Now, I do understand that this is not English. All right, 150% I get that this is not an English box. But I wanted one of these. I have a massive nostalgia with this set because I think that it was also during a bad time in the economy. A little story time. I remember my mother was working, and little annoying Robbie, this is 14, 15 years ago, and all I wanted was a Crush card out of one of the old Gold series, and I remember crying. Yeah, I know, I'm more an adult Robbie. Well, I wasn't really crying, but I was like, I really want this Crush card. Like, we bought, my mother used all the money that she had saved up at that point from like her job. It's like 2 weeks of pay, and she helped me out. And it's not really, you don't get a lot of nostalgia stories out of me, but these Gold Series boxes from back in this era, they remind me of that time that, we failed, by the way. There wasn't a happy ending to it. I tried to get my Crush card, and I failed horribly, actually. Both boxes, no Crush card. They were short printed, and a friend of mine ended up calling me on the phone telling me, hey, he pulled one, and I ended up trading a lot of cards for that Crush card. So all the help that my mother had done for me ended up being in vain. But it's the mentality of the help that takes me back to that point. So I wanted to pick up one of the 09s just to be able to have for collection purposes. But actually, I love this set. It's so nice, but if you're looking for an English one of these, good luck. All right, they are crazy, crazy hard to find. Now, I've also been dabbling in Pokemon. Now, for those of you that do pay attention to this channel a little bit, I have a fascination with the game. It's only expanded that I really want to have fun with, and it's a lot of past formats. Like, I have every past World Championship deck minus 1 2012 just to play on tabletop with friends. And yeah, so I recently, my locals got in some old ETBs, and I actually wanted to collect ETBs from the current Paldea block up. I was like, hey, this is the point I'm kind of coming back to the game, so we'll kind of mark ourselves as this. Well, my locals got in some very rare ETBs from a trade, this being one of them. And I had a couple things that I was like, all right, screw it, we'll go ahead and trade these in, and we'll walk away with these ETBs. I'm not going to open these. These are strictly for display purposes. I think Unbroken Bonds is a crazy, crazy set. And the fact that they also had Cosmic Eclipse. By the way, this is one of those food containers that you get at Target for like $10.
and spent $10. Guess what? The ETB fits 150% perfectly in this. All right, so I had to go ahead and I had to pick up these two just to add into the collection, just to be able to say that we had them. And of course, found this along the way while we were cleaning out the office. I didn't even know I had this. It was really cool. And also from more modern era out here, I picked up a couple of these just to keep. I think that this card is cool. I love Roaring Moon. You see, when you find something that you enjoy collecting like that, that's what you care about. And the craziest part to me is I have finally got the chance to get Lorcana packs. Yes, I'm not spending a lot of money on Lorcana packs, but I picked up, I think there are 8 packs in here. I have not opened one yet. I actually got my friend one and was like, hey, you know, we can finally do this. He's like, why do I want to open Lorcana? I'm like, do it. All right. He was like, fine. Pulled a $7 card. Mission accomplished. You know, it was nice to finally see with the second expansion that players are getting the chance to get this product. And like, let's be honest here, like I'm not super hyped about Lorcana. It's really cool that I can have these just for a mini collection purpose. All right, I love my TCGs. I love the fact that we can collect them, but it's just that. So what other crazy things do we have dabbling in here? Well, I mentioned in another video, I don't know if it ever got published, but we are deep diving into the world of PSA. I am working on getting some submissions and stuff taken care of. You might see some interesting things. You might not. I sent my TP Feather Duster in to get graded. It came back an 8. It's buried off over here in the distance. All right. I had to go get it. So it did come back an 8, which isn't anything really too crazy, but this Feather Duster, I love this thing. I've had this for a very, very long time. I actually need to send my TP2 morphing jar in to get graded. That way we can actually see what that gets. So this ended up an 8. It's not good. It's not a 9 or a 10. But you know what? It's for something that I don't intend to sell for collector's purposes. I think that's fine. Now something else, I actually have never shown this off. This is something that I got from a present a very long time ago from Mr. Sassiato. You guys might know him on eBay. It's actually a birthday gift. Me and him go way, way back as friends. But this is one of the craziest things that you'll ever see in the game. It says Metal Raiders Promotional Pack. Now, you might not know this, but I believe that... Oh man, actually, I don't even know what comes in this. All right, somebody will have to do some research and check on this, but I know that this was an extremely rare item, and the fact that I think it has one of the demo cards in it. I don't think the Summon Skull was in it. Maybe the Summon Skull was in here. You know, the Summon Skull, the original one that was kind of floating around out there. But this is, man, you know, you've heard of, you know, rare things, but this is one of the cool relics. So those are, it's honestly the update on things. Like I'm working on really cool things. I don't go crazy spending, you know, crazy amounts of money on these things. It's also very opportunistic. You know, when you're looking through the market, you never know what you're going to see. I mean, what one of the Pawn Star memes was, you never know what's going to walk through those doors. You never really know what's going to fall on your lap out here for a lot of these scenarios. And, you know, especially when it comes into the world of grading, grading's a lot of money. $20, $15, I think it's $15 for bulk submissions. It's stupid insane. All right, but that's $400 to $500 that a lot of normal people don't have, and it's like a 20 card submission limit sometimes, so it does start to add up very, very quickly. So you're not seeing me do that all the time, but there's always going to be niche things that you'll end up collecting over the years. I'll show off more of my collection over time. Bear with me. Like I said, we've been transitioning into the office here. I've unearthed a couple of cool things that I've had. I also have a first edition CRV box that we will eventually show off. I had the one that the Sacred Beast came in a long time ago, but I ended up selling it. I think I got 800 off of it. Old sealed product is insane. All right, but you've got to make the decision on, are we committing to keeping this, or is it get rid of and see where things go from there? It's always about your collection and deciding what you yourself want to keep. And sometimes a lot of people are like, nah, this isn't worth it. But there's always going to be memories with a lot of this stuff too. And don't underestimate nostalgia. All right, it's the thing that keeps you going some days. So please, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. Peace out.
Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.